God is saying this to you right now. This is not just any ordinary moment in time. This is a divine turning point in your journey. This is the hour where everything begins to shift. You are standing at the edge of something sacred, life-altering right now. I'm extending to you a final invitation to step into the overflow of financial blessing that I've prepared just for you. The window is narrow, the urgency is real, and the call cannot be ignored. If your heart is pounding and your spirit senses something greater stirring inside, don't suppress it, respond. Acknowledge the nudge in your soul. This is not coincidence, it's a divine appointment. Type Amen as a declaration that your faith is alive and you are open to receiving what I am about to release. This single act of obedience becomes the gateway for my favor to invade every chapter of your life. You may have waited longer than you thought you could. You may have questioned if I still hear your prayers. You might have felt as if I turned away, but hear me, my child, I have seen it all. I witnessed the quiet tears you shed alone. I listened to every prayer whispered into the night. I saw the mornings when you rose, still believing, even though nothing around you had changed. You didn't come across these words by mistake. This is not some random moment. I orchestrated this very encounter. This is your divine moment of alignment. You are hearing this because you are meant to. It's time. It's time to walk into the abundance I have promised, not just spoken of in the past, but prepared for this day, for this hour, for you. Let my words surround you like a shield. I know what you've carried, the weight, the worries, the battles. No one else knows you've fought. The lies of the enemy have tried to convince you that hardship and lack are your portion. But I am here to tell you, those are not your inheritance. I am your portion, and with me comes peace, provision, and purpose. Listen carefully, this is your shift. This is where the narrative of your life changes. My power is not hindered by your past, your brokenness, or your setbacks. My provision is not limited by earthly systems or what seems possible in human terms. It only takes your yes, your trust, and your willingness to open your hands and heart to receive. In my word, I declared in Deuteronomy, I will open the heavens, the storehouse of my bounty, to send rain on your land in season, and to bless all the work of your hands. That promise was not just for yesterday, is alive and active right now. That blessing is still echoing into the lives of those who believe. The world may define your worth by possessions, status, or success, but I look deeper. I measure you by your faith, your heart, your perseverance when quitting would have been easier. I have seen the nights you gave your last, and the days you helped others. When you had little yourself, you didn't go unnoticed. I have accounted for every act of faithfulness, and now, as you stand at this divine intersection, I am calling you forward from scarcity into overflow, from stress into security, from just surviving into thriving with purpose. If you believe, I still move mountains. If you trust I can make a way even in the dry places, then type 111 now. This is more than a number, it's a symbol of living faith. Faith without action is incomplete. When you write it, you step into a spiritual agreement with me. You are saying yes to heaven's agenda. I am the God who owns every resource on earth and in heaven. There is no deficit too large, no account too empty, no situation too far gone. I, who set the stars in place and designed the oceans, have the power to reroute your future. Today, pause and think. What would your life look like if my blessings started flowing into your finances, your home, your purpose starting now? How would It feels to wake up without fear of bills, to dream again, to provide for your family with confidence, to stop choosing between your needs and your purpose. All of that is within reach, not because life becomes perfect, but because my presence brings provision. I won't promise you ease, but I do promise you access. When you walk with me, you will never walk in lack. I am the source that never runs dry. When you believe, I multiply what you carry. When you surrender, I unlock doors no man can shut. You have been chosen. You have been set apart. My favor rests on you not because of what you've earned, but because of who I am. My love has no condition, but to step into the blessings I've prepared. I need your full yes. Say yes with your life. Say yes with your obedience. Say yes by showing up in faith. The world may say there's no way out, but I say, I am the way. I am your provider. I am your miracle. If these words are speaking directly to your soul, do not let them pass by like a breeze. Seal this moment, like this message, and in doing so, mark your agreement with what I'm about to do. When you respond in faith, I respond with power even. Now, the angels are moving. Doors are unlocking. Answers are being released. You may not see it yet, but it is happening behind the veil. You are not invisible to me. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. You are my beloved. The path may twist, and the night may grow dark, but my promises remain. Keep your eyes on me. Fix your heart on my word. The enemy will try to pull you away right when you're on the edge of your miracle. But I'm telling you, hold fast. Believe just a little more. Trust just a little deeper. You are closer than you've ever been. This is your moment. This is your breakthrough. You are standing at the threshold of the most extraordinary financial shift your life has ever seen. This is not a coincidence. This is divine timing. Something powerful is unfolding in the spiritual realm, and you are right in the center of it. There's a simple 9-word declaration that neuroscientists are now deeply intrigued by, not because of science alone, but because this phrase, spoken daily, has transformed thousands of lives. It has dismantled chains of debt, brought peace to anxious hearts, and unlocked a life of abundance for over 19,000 people. Many who speak this sentence with belief have seen sudden shifts in their financial story. Some say the results feel nothing short of miraculous. If you're hearing this now, it's not by chance. This message may vanish soon, but before it does, you are being given access to something that could alter your future forever. Follow the link in the description and comments to uncover this truth. Before it's lost, don't measure your progress against anyone else's path. Don't allow fear or uncertainty to silence the promises I've made to you. My word still stands. I will never abandon you. I will never turn my back on you. I am here, closer than you think, surrounding you like a shield, working in the silence, shifting the atmosphere on your behalf. Doors are beginning to open. Paths are being cleared, and the very wilderness that once trapped you is being transformed into fertile ground. You are not walking this path alone. I am right beside you, guiding your every step. As these words settle in your soul, I invite you to respond in faith. Comment 2222 as a declaration that you believe your breakthrough is near. Your trust is the seed, and I am the one who brings the harvest. When you move in faith, I respond with miracles. When you take a step forward, I release blessings you didn't even know were waiting for you. Hear me, child, this is not just another moment. This is your divine window of opportunity. The time for delay is over. The moment to step into destiny is now. This is your invitation to believe, to say yes, to receive without hesitation. I am the one who sends rivers through deserts, who replaces sorrow with joy, who multiplies the little and transforms it into overflow. Let your heart be open. Let your hands be ready. Your financial miracle is not far off. It is on its way to you right now, beloved. Do not let the weight of life convince you that you are invisible or forgotten. Long before your first whispered prayer, I saw you. I knew your struggle. I understood your pain. Even now, I'm nearer to you than your very breath. I hear the silent cries, the fears you never speak aloud, the burdens that wear you down. I see the tears you cry in secret. Not one of them is wasted. I gather each one and turn them into a testimony of grace. You may have wondered if your moment passed you by, if your miracle was delayed. But I assure you, every second of waiting was preparing you for the blessing that is now at hand. Nothing, not time, not circumstance, not even failure can block what I've decided to pour into your life, except doubt. This is why I urge you now, don't allow fear, distraction, or hesitation to steal this final opportunity. My provision is limitless. My supply never runs dry. The world may tell you that abundance is reserved for the privileged, but I tell you, you are my chosen. My word says, the blessing of the Lord brings wealth, and he adds no sorrow to it. I want to see you live in that reality, not just so your needs are met, but so that you become a living reflection of my generosity and goodness to others. My financial blessing is not a momentary windfall. It's a continuous stream flowing from the well of my favor. This river never dries when your roots are grounded in me. If you believe that promise, declare it now. Comment 333 as a bold expression of your faith. You've seen others rise. You've looked at them and whispered in your heart, why not me? And I want you to know there is no limit to what I will do for you. My miracles aren't based on what you've done or where you come from. Not looking for perfection. I'm looking for a heart that trusts me without conditions. Look at Abraham. He walked into the unknown with nothing but a promise. And because he believed, I made him a father of nations. Think of the widow in Zarephath. She gave her last and watched me multiply it into endless provision. Their stories were not fairy tales. They are reminders of what I do when someone dares to believe. Your story, too, is part of my divine pattern of provision. The enemy may try to convince you that your struggles are final, that your financial burdens will always weigh you down. But I am the God who cancels debt, who sets captives free, who provides when there is no visible source. Your blessing may come through a conversation, a new opportunity, a relationship, or an unexpected idea. However it arrives, it will come, if you're ready to receive it. Mark this moment, 5555, and align yourself with what I'm doing in your life, my child. I didn't bring you this far to leave you now. The same hands that shaped galaxies are reaching out to provide for you. Don't let fear keep you from reaching back. When you step into belief, you step out of lack and into overflow. My kingdom isn't about barely making it. It's about abundance enough for you, and more than enough to bless others. I want you to begin seeing yourself the way I see you: favored, chosen, provided for, and let me speak directly to any shame or guilt you may carry over your financial situation. You are not defined by your debt. You are not marked by your mistakes. You are defined by who you belong to, and you belong to me. Your past does not cancel your future. Your current struggle does not limit my ability to bless you. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. This is your divine moment. Step into it. The enemy has worked hard to convince you that your worth is defined by your bank account. But hear me clearly. Today your value to me is not tied to your financial status. Whether you have much or little, you are precious in my sight. My favor does not come as a reward for performance. It is not earned through struggle or religious effort. My blessings are gifts born from the heart of a Father who loves you without condition. Let go of the shame you've carried so long. Release the lie that says you're not enough. My grace is extended toward you, not to burden, but to lift. This grace has power. It enables you to rise when the world expects you to fall. It empowers you to walk in strength, even when your pockets feel empty now. Is it truly possible that words, just a few simple words, can shift your financial reality? The answer may surprise you. There exists a 9-word phrase that's drawn the attention of researchers from Harvard and 6 neuroscience institutes. This phrase, when spoken with intent, is reportedly bringing forth unexpected financial breakthroughs. People are witnessing erased debts, sudden deposits, and life upgrades, all from their living rooms. It takes just seconds to speak, yet its power is undeniable. But this resource won't stay available for long. The information may disappear soon. Look in the description or the comments now, and take hold of it before it's gone forever. As you stay with me and continue listening, I want you to envision something with your heart. Picture every area of scarcity in your life being touched by it. My hand, see your home echoing with joy. See a table that never runs empty. See your wallet no longer a source of anxiety. Your dreams, once pushed aside, now coming back to life. I am the God who takes a single seed and brings forth a harvest beyond imagination. You don't need to force open doors, will open them for you. You won't need to manufacture favor. I will go ahead of you and prepare the way. Right now, my spirit is hovering over your life. I'm breathing new life into dry places, reviving hope in hearts that have been weary for too long. And you ask, how, Lord? How will this change happen? My answer remains the same, not by your strength, but by my spirit. I will lead you to new opportunities. I will awaken creative ideas. I will align you with people, moments, and conversations that shift everything. Be alert. A divine email, an unexpected call, a spontaneous meeting, any of these could mark the turning point of your financial story. I'm always working, even when you can't yet see it. I'm carving out a way where none existed before. If you're ready to trust me with what feels impossible, write 1212 in the comments. Let heaven and earth take note of your faith. Your small acts of obedience bring you closer to the abundance I have already set aside for you. I am the rewarder of those who seek me. Don't allow hesitation or fear to rob you of this moment. Don't let your miracle pass by while you stand in uncertainty. My presence walks into every space you enter. In every conversation, in every decision, in every difficulty, I am with you. You have never faced a single day alone. I'm behind the scenes, fighting for you, preparing victories while you sleep. Doors once slammed shut will now swing wide, and those who said it's over for you will witness your comeback in awe. My timing is always right. My plans are always good, and even now, the spiritual atmosphere is shifting. A new wave of provision is coming. Expect to see the miraculous in your finances, provision that will make others marvel, and you stand in humble awe. I do not give the way the world gives. My blessings do not bring anxiety or guilt. They bring freedom. They bring clarity. They bring peace. You're about to enter a new realm of financial favor, not for pride, not for status, but for purpose. You will be blessed so you can be a blessing. And above all else, you will walk with me. There is no greater treasure than my presence. If you hold on to me, everything else you need will follow. Remain firm, keep the faith, prepare your heart, because what's coming is more than enough. My beloved child, I know there have been long seasons where nothing seemed to move, where every effort ended in defeat, where every door seemed closed. You've wondered if you were overlooked. You've doubted if your prayers carried any weight. But hear me now, I have never taken my eyes off of you. Every hardship you endured, every silent cry you released in the dark, every time you worried about how to provide, have seen it all. I have preserved you through storms others could not have survived. And I've done it because your journey isn't finished. In truth, the most incredible chapter is still ahead. That stirring you feel right now, that's my spirit calling you to rise, pulling you from fear and lack into a new dimension of trust. You've asked, is it too late? Have I missed it? My child, my grace is always greater. Your past has no power to cancel my promises. Your flaws do not reduce my ability to bless you. If you're ready to receive, let your faith rise. Type 777 in the comments, just as a number, but as a declaration. God, I believe you are not done with me. The world may try to define your future by your current struggle, but I look at you and I see destiny. I see potential. I see someone marked for favor and breakthrough. I have plans to prosper you, plans to restore hope and renew your future. My promise to provide is not a maybe, it is a covenant, sealed with my eternal word. I've provided for my people through every generation, from manna in the wilderness to supernatural increase through my Son. These are not just old stories. They are blueprints for what I'm ready to do for you now. You may have spent years chasing opportunity, trying to make it happen on your own. You may have been tempted to quit, to settle, to believe that this is as good as it gets. But pause, take a breath, and remember who I am. I am the one who makes water pour from rocks. I bring streams to barren deserts. I ensure oil does not run dry in the home of the faithful. There is no shortage in my kingdom. There is no ceiling to my generosity. So I ask you now, will you trust me enough to release your fear and step when I call? Some around you won't understand what's about to happen in your life. Some will question why doors are opening for you. But don't let their doubts shake your belief. I'm doing this to show my glory through you, and I always finish what I start. I am moving in your life in such a way that no one will be able to claim credit for what's about to happen. When your breakthrough comes, it will be clear to all it was not your effort alone, but my hand that made it possible. Your testimony will shine like a beacon in the midst of darkness, a powerful reminder that I am still the God of miracles, provision, and impossible turnarounds. Have you ever wondered why over 55 nations are suddenly embracing the same mysterious financial formula? A confidential document has surfaced, revealing a 9-word phrase that reportedly activates the brain's wealth attraction. Channels speaking it daily may be the key to unlocking financial overflow. But be warned, this knowledge may soon vanish, hidden or censored at any moment. Tap the link in the comments or description before it disappears forever. In the coming days, prepare to witness undeniable signs, both subtle and spectacular, that my divine favor is being poured out upon your financial life. Expect phone calls bearing good news, unexpected blessings, forgiven debts, and open doors that align perfectly with the desires I placed in your heart. Where others see lack, you will uncover resources. Where others face closed doors, I will lead you through open gates. Continue to place your trust in me. I am guiding you step by step, day by day. This is a sacred journey, not just a moment of relief. And I promise, I will never leave your side. If you believe that my blessings are already flowing into your life, type 999 in the comments as a sign of agreement and faith. Financial prosperity isn't just about wealth. It's about freedom to serve, to dream, to live with purpose, unhindered by fear or limitation. I want to elevate you not just for your own sake, but so you can uplift others in need. You will become a channel of generosity, an example of how my favor transforms lives. This is exactly why the enemy has fought so hard to keep you confined in fear and lack. But those chains are breaking now. My truth outweighs every lie. Speak life over your circumstances. Refuse to let complaints or negativity rob you of the miracle I'm sending. Declare my promises over your life with boldness. Say it aloud. I am blessed. I am chosen. I am not beneath, I am above. I walk in provision because I belong to the Lord. Every word of faith you speak opens doors. Every prayer you pray draws the answer closer. Every act of trust invites another wave of my power into your life. Remember, your help doesn't come from the world, it comes from me. Don't let what you see or hear around you define what's possible. Keep your eyes on me. I've already prepared a table for you, even in the presence of those who doubt you. I am anointing you. Now your cup will overflow with blessings. Lack and fear are not your portion. Your inheritance is abundance, peace, and joy. If you're ready to embrace this new chapter of divine increase, comment 1010 now and declare your faith publicly. My child, I've placed a fresh anointing upon you. Even as you hear these words, I am releasing divine wisdom for financial strategy, clear direction for your work and business, and sharp discernment to avoid every trap laid by the enemy. I will give you ideas that bear fruit, relationships that bring blessing, and doors of opportunity that no one can shut. Walk closely with me. Let my spirit guide you in every decision. Don't allow the noise of the world to drown out the truth of what I'm doing in your life. Every person has a divine time, and this is yours. Don't let it pass by because of hesitation, fear, or someone else's opinion. I called you, and I will provide for you. Trust me with your whole heart. Watch as your life becomes a living testimony of my provision and unfailing faithfulness. This is not a threat, it's a final invitation. Your last chance for breakthrough is not meant to alarm you, but to awaken you. This is your moment to rise, to believe, and to step into everything that has always been yours in Christ. Move forward in faith and step into the overflow I've prepared for you. I am a promise-keeping God. As you continue to listen to my voice, I want you to truly sense the sacred weight of this moment. You may be surrounded by uncertainty, but you are also surrounded by my favor. The battle may look overwhelming, but I am the God who transforms battles into blessings and setbacks into setups for something greater. I know the path you've walked. I see the burdens you've carried, the nights spent worrying about making ends meet, the tears you've shed in silence, the fears you've hidden. I've counted every sleepless night and held every anxious thought. but hear me clearly, have never turned away from you. In fact, I have drawn even closer. Today, my heart is full of compassion for you, and my hand is reaching down to lift you from hopelessness into overflowing provision. You are not here by coincidence. There's a reason this moment feels urgent, because I am awakening you to your true identity. You are not a prisoner of your past or a victim of your present. You are a rightful heir to every promise I've made. See yourself the way I see you, chosen, courageous, and destined for greatness. If you believe in my promise over your life, comment 888 as a declaration that your hope rests in me alone. There is a divine transfer in motion. Heavenly resources are on their way to you, and no force of darkness can block what I've declared. My word stands forever. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. What's coming will break every generational pattern of poverty, every lingering spirit of lack, and every fear that's kept you paralyzed. Stay aligned with me, and you will witness it all unfold. You are about to become living proof, not just for your loved ones, but for every person who ever questioned the power and goodness of your God. You are walking into a season where your life will speak volumes. My beloved, I am not restrained by financial systems, economic downturns, or the opinions of people. I am beyond all limitations. The same God who took a few loaves of bread and a couple of fish to feed thousands is speaking directly to you right now. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. What you hold in your hands may look insignificant to you, but in my hands, it carries the power to multiply beyond measure. Do not underestimate the value of your humble beginnings. I have always used what seems small to produce mighty breakthroughs. Your willingness to obey, to trust, and to take action in faith, this is the seed that activates a supernatural outpouring. When you take one step forward in faith, I move in with miracles that will exceed your wildest expectations. Have you ever wondered why 19,583 people recently walked into financial freedom in just 1 month? They uncovered a peculiar 9 words hidden deep within neuroscience studies, once classified by the FBI. These words unlocked something powerful. Now, those people are eliminating debt, exploring the world, and living in homes they once believed were out of reach. If you're reading this, consider yourself fortunate. This message may disappear soon. Don't wait. Click the link in the description or comments before this secret vanishes forever. Yes, there will still be moments when you feel the weight of the journey. Times when it may seem like the enemy is advancing and hope is retreating. But hear me, child, the battle is not a sign that I've turned away. It's evidence that something great has been placed upon your life. A significant calling always draws great opposition. The enemy does not chase the average. He resists the anointed. But remember this: my power shines brightest when you feel weakest. I will be your warrior. I will defend your peace. If you choose to stand firm in faith, drop a 444 in the comments and declare your stance. You will not be shaken by fear. Instead, you will rise in confidence. For I go before you and walk beside you. Stretch out your hands, not just to receive, but to give. The blessings I pour into your life were never meant to be kept in silence. I have called you to be a vessel of generosity, a conduit through which my abundance flows into others. Giving opens the doors to favor you never imagined. When you give from the heart, I take your offering, no matter how small, and breathe multiplication into it. Every selfless act, every moment of kindness, every sacrificial gift has been recorded in heaven. You might believe you've lost your moment, missed your opportunity, or fallen behind while others moved ahead. But I am the God of second chances, of restoration, of divine acceleration. I do not simply make up for lost time, I redeem it. I open doors that have been locked for years. I bring divine connections and fresh opportunities back into your life when you least expect them. In my kingdom, nothing is ever wasted. What felt like a setback will become the very setup for your breakthrough. Trust me with the little you see, and I will show you the much that's on the way. You don't need to carry the weight of tomorrow. Just walk hand in hand with me today. Let me guide each step. I will lead you into the place I've promised. Provision is not far away, it's closer than you think. Be still and listen. I will reveal the next step, the right conversation, the open door. I am your shepherd, your provider, your guide. You will not lack anything good. Even when you feel unworthy or underqualified, remember, I don't choose the equipped. I equip those I choose. My strength becomes yours. My wisdom lights your path. My favor surrounds you like a shield. If you trust that my protection covers you and your family, declare it with a 666 in the comments below. Let that be your public statement of faith and confidence. Let this truth anchor your soul. I am the God who never fails. From the mountain peaks of success to the valleys of hardship, my faithfulness remains constant. I have seen generations rise and fall, empires rise and crumble, but my word never changes. The world may shift, but I remain the same. My love for you has no end. My plans for your life are still filled with purpose and overflowing with hope. Now is the time to silence every whisper of doubt. Now is the moment to lift your head with holy expectation. This is your divine window to grasp what I've prepared for you. Step forward boldly through the open door and witness the miracles I've been holding in reserve, miracles designed. For those who dare to trust me fully, you are not merely surviving. You are stepping into the fullness of the life I dreamed for you before your first breath. Remain anchored in my word. Draw your strength from my presence. Let my peace quiet your anxious thoughts. What lies ahead will not bring sorrow, but songs of joy. You will smile again. You will dance where you once felt despair. You will testify in places where you once questioned. Stand firm, stay faithful, overflow with gratitude. The most blessed season of your life is fast approaching. My precious child, as you receive these words, let them stir your spirit. I am the God who sees you, who cherishes you, who calls you by name. Every hardship you endured was not meant to break you, but to prove how deeply I care, how attentively. I provide. Every tear you shed in silence, I saw it. Every time you wondered if I would come through, I was already moving on your behalf, orchestrating a breakthrough you couldn't yet see. If others seem ahead, don't lose heart. I am writing your story in a way that fits your journey. Your timeline is not delayed, it is divinely designed. I have tailored your future with precision, crafted for your dreams, your needs, and the deepest desires I placed in your heart. What I've prepared for you is perfect. It will be worth every weight, every tear, every test. There is no scarcity in my kingdom. My storehouses are never empty, and I never run short of ways to pour out blessings upon my people. If your heart and spirit are open to receive the miracle I have uniquely prepared for you, make a declaration of faith by commenting one. Let it be a sign of your readiness and expectation. I know there have been moments when you felt invisible, when it seemed as though your sacrifices were overlooked, your prayers unheard, and your kindness taken for granted. The enemy would have you believe that your efforts were in vain, that your giving meant nothing, and that your faith was ignored. But I speak over you today, not one act of love, no moment of obedience, nor any offering made in sincerity has been forgotten. I am the one who sees in secret and rewards openly. I am faithful to those who earnestly pursue me. Your waiting period has not been wasted. It is transforming even now into a season of reaping abundant, overflowing, and pressed down. What was taken will be returned. What was lost will be found. And not just restored, but multiplied. You've heard of others whose situations turned around in the blink of an eye. Stories where my divine power shifted circumstances dramatically. These are not far-off tales reserved for someone else. I am the same miracle-working God now as I was then, and I am releasing that same power into your life, into your family, into your finances. Stop measuring yourself by what you lack or what seems impossible. I am the God of endless supply. Where you feel inadequate, my strength becomes perfect. Where you feel lack, my abundance overflows. My power does not depend on economic forecasts or worldly logic. There is a mystery that even the most brilliant minds and wealthiest people barely comprehend. A simple code, once guarded by a privileged few, is now being revealed to everyday believers. This revelation has led to sudden financial breakthroughs, debts being erased, and burdens being lifted that have lasted a lifetime. But time is short. What is now available may soon be removed. Before this truth disappears, follow the instruction in the comments or the description and access what I've set aside for you. There are doors in your life that have remained locked for so long. You stopped knocking, but I hold the master key. I am opening doors of opportunity, new roles, promotions, strategic partnerships, creative ideas, and divine appointments. For entrepreneurs and business-minded believers, I am drawing new clients, unexpected favor, and influential allies to you. For those unsure of your next steps, I am illuminating your path, silencing the confusion, and bringing clarity where there was none. If you believe my guidance is the key to your breakthrough, type 1515 now as a sign of agreement and alignment with my plan. Don't be afraid of the changes you sense approaching. They are not your ending, they are the beginning of something better. I am shutting doors not to withhold from you, but to protect you from lesser things that could delay your purpose. Trust that every shift, every detour, and every closed chapter is part of my orchestration to lead you into greater abundance. Some of you have unknowingly embraced beliefs of insufficiency. Generational mindsets have convinced you that struggle is your portion, that you will never rise above survival. But today, I shatter that lie. My Son came so that you might experience life in its fullness, not lack, not scarcity, but overflow. What once defined you no longer does. The past is behind you, and a new season has begun. Let faith rise within you. Speak life over yourself. Say aloud that you are covered, favored, and carried by the Most High. Time and again, my word shows my faithfulness. One provided a sacrifice. For Abraham, water for Hagar in the wilderness, and supernatural provision for my disciples through a coin in a fish's mouth. Each act was personal. Each miracle whispered, I see you. I know your need, and I will provide. Your miracle may not resemble someone else's, but it will be tailor-made to meet your need. When fear and anxiety whisper lies, remember, I am your source. Worry changes nothing, but faith opens doors. Lay your burdens at my feet. Pick up my peace. Let gratitude rise upon before the answer comes. Praise draws the supernatural into the natural, thanksgiving welcomes my presence and my power. In the coming days, I will place individuals in your path, voices of encouragement, vessels of provision, and bridges to new opportunities. Keep your eyes open and your spirit discerning. My hand will be evident in conversations, appointments, and open doors. No plan of the enemy will prevail against you. I have stationed my protection over your life like a fortress. If you are claiming my divine shield over your future and your finances, type 1313. Let this be your statement of confidence. Do not let fear shake your foundation. My promises are not fragile, they are eternal. You are not beneath, you are above. You are not neglected, you are treasured. You are not meant for are destined for triumph. The winds of favor are blowing in your direction. My favor surrounds you as a divine shield. So lift your head, open your heart, take bold steps forward, even when the world around you feels uncertain. You belong to a kingdom that is never shaken. I am your anchor in storms, your provision in famine, your clarity in chaos. Whatever news may arise, whatever reports you receive, keep your gaze fixed on me. I will fulfill every word I've spoken. Your breakthrough is closer than it feels. My timing is perfect. My ways are higher. Celebrate what I am doing, even when you don't yet see it. I am at work right now on your behalf. Precious child, I see the weariness you've carried in the waiting. I've watched the nights when you felt abandoned, when your prayers seemed to echo unanswered. But none of it has gone unnoticed. I have watched every internal battle. I've seen the questions cross your heart, wondering if my promises would ever become real for you. Hear me, my word is alive, and I never fail to act on it. Even when the surface looks barren, know that roots of breakthrough are forming underneath. Just because the harvest hasn't appeared yet doesn't mean it's not coming. You haven't missed your moment. You're closer than you know. You have endured more than most realize. And though at times your grip was weak, you held on. That faith, that persistence, it has touched my heart. I am a rewarder of those who seek me with diligence. And I assure you, every sleepless night, every tear, every act of faith done when it was hardest to believe, it's all producing a harvest that no force can stop. I saw when you gave while you lacked. I saw when you sowed seeds in hope, not knowing how or when the return would come, but I never forget. I am the Lord of the harvest, and your due season is arriving. Stay anchored, stay expectant. The miracles you've longed for are on their way. I have watched as you stood in faith, praying fervently for others to receive their miracles, as you quietly questioned whether your own moment would ever come. But today, I want you to know with certainty your time has arrived. This is not just another ordinary day. It is a divinely appointed season. I am moving on your behalf in ways that cannot be reversed or hindered. Doors that were once locked are now swinging open, not by human power, but by my command. No person, no situation, no scheme of the enemy can stop what I am unfolding in your life. Even now, my heavenly hosts are going ahead of you, clearing the way and setting divine appointments in motion. These are not random events, they are holy orchestrations. You'll begin to notice things shift quickly. What once felt heavy and impossible will begin to move with ease. Where you faced confusion, I will pour out understanding. Where fear crept in, peace will now overflow. Every disruption, every change, every delay is part of my design. I am the God who moves in moments. I do not require a lifetime to transform a destiny. I can alter the course of your life in the blink of an eye. If you're standing in expectation for a sudden breakthrough, then let this be your moment of agreement. Declare it boldly. The wait is coming to an end. Now let me speak to something deeper, your understanding of abundance. What if the things you've been taught about wealth and provision were not the full truth? Hidden beneath layers of limitation lies a power designed to unlock divine prosperity in your life. There is a simple yet profound 9-word prayer discovered and forgotten by man, yet rooted in ancient spiritual authority that is shifting destinies. Backed by the wisdom of science and the whispers of revelation, this forgotten declaration is activating something deep within, a part of the mind created to recognize and receive abundance. But the world doesn't want this secret to spread. Before it's lost again, step into what is waiting to be revealed to you. I know the silent battles that go on in your thoughts, the doubt that whispers, "You're too late," and the fear that insists, "It can't be done." But hear me clearly. I do not operate within human timelines. I am not constrained by logic or limited by circumstance. My miracles override every barrier. Consider Lazarus. His story was sealed, his fate declared final. But I spoke a single word and life returned. There is no situation too far gone for me, your finances, your family, your dreams. Nothing lies beyond my restoration. And to the part of you that has been made to feel undeserving of overflow, let me remind you of who I am. The world has conditioned you to accept little, to expect lack, to be satisfied with scraping by. But I am not a God of scarcity. I am your Father, generous and abundant. I desire not only to meet your needs, but to exceed them. When I pour out blessings, they are not just for your comfort, but for your calling to empower you to bless others, to be a vessel of light in a dark world. Let go of the old limitations. Begin to declare life over your finances, your goals, your household. Speak words of increase, not rooted in human striving, but in spiritual truth. In the coming days, you will encounter unexpected opportunities, sudden ideas, divine phone calls, windows that seem to open out of thin air. These are not coincidences, these are signs. These are moments of divine alignment. Follow the peace I give you. Listen to the gentle nudges in your spirit. Wise voices will be placed along your path. I am weaving together the details of your life into a tapestry of favor. If you trust my leading, declare it now. Stand in alignment with what I am doing and let your heart agree with my guidance. You are not walking this road alone. Even when you cannot feel my presence, I am with you. My spirit walks beside you in every moment. When worry tries to take root, meet it with worship. When anxiety begins to rise, respond with gratitude. Praise is your weapon. Thanksgiving is the master key. The more you focus on my faithfulness, the more your fears will fade. Fix your gaze on me. You will find that I am stronger than the storms, closer than the chaos, and greater than anything set against you. Your life is about to become a living testimony. My goodness will shine so brightly through you that others will take notice. Some will be inspired, others may not understand. But do not hide the story I am writing in you. You will be the evidence that I am faithful. The world will see that. Those who trust in me even when they are mocked or misunderstood are never abandoned. You've wondered if your life can really make a generational impact. Can you be the one to break the cycle of lack and limitation that has lingered in your family line? I'm telling you today, Yes, you absolutely can. Through your faith and obedience, I will establish a new legacy. You will be the beginning of something greater: freedom, favor, and fullness that will flow to those who come after you. The blessings I release into your life will not be momentary. They will echo through time. Stand strong. Know that in my kingdom, nothing is ever wasted. Every struggle, every seed, every silent prayer, it all matters. And I see the dreams you've buried deep in your heart, the visions of businesses, the desire to help others, the gifts you want to offer the world. All of it is still alive in me. Do not let fear silence them. Do not let delay bury them. I am reviving those dreams. I am releasing new vision, new energy, and new provision. Watch as help arises from unexpected places. Watch as I open income streams and pathways of prosperity you never imagined. This is the beginning of a new chapter. If you receive this, mark this moment in your heart. A fresh season has begun. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen, covered, and commissioned for such a time as this. No curse, no mistake, no misstep can override my plan for your life. Walk boldly, knowing my hand rests on you. My spirit moves before you. You will not miss your moment. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Your time is now. Remain steadfast in prayer. Be bold in expectation. Do not waver in your devotion to me. Keep your eyes fixed on my promises, and you will see one miracle after another, waves of mercy, provision, and breakthrough washing over every area of your life. Rejoice. The best is not behind you. It's ahead. It's coming quickly. And when it arrives, it will be clear that only I could have done it. My beloved child, you are closer than you think. You are standing on the threshold of the breakthrough you've been praying for. Feel my nearness even now. The waiting has not been wasted. It has been preparing you for what's next. Every act of faith, every moment of perseverance, every whispered prayer has built the foundation for what is about to be released. Let this sink in. I have heard you. I have seen every tear and every trial. I am about to move in a way that only I can. Don't underestimate the power of one small act of obedience. Often, the greatest breakthroughs begin with something simpler: step of faith. A kind word, a seed sown even while you're still in need. You'll look back and realize that many of today's blessings were planted in yesterday's sacrifice. Nothing has gone unnoticed. Every act of love, every quiet gift, every hidden moment of faith has been recorded. Now, the harvest is on its way. And yes, even the world is beginning to notice. Scientists, researchers, and seekers are uncovering truths long hidden, ancient wisdom that confirms what I have always promised. The path to abundance is not just about labor, but alignment. A simple prayer, a faithful heart, and a willing spirit can shift everything. This is your moment. Receive it fully. Walk into it boldly. And never forget: what I start, I finish. What I bless, I sustain. And what I promise, I fulfill. This message will not remain available for long. It's only here for a limited time. So, act now. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears forever. You are not defined by the emptiness of your past or by your previous missteps. Instead, you are defined by the eternal promises I have spoken over your future. If you've ever struggled with believing you're worthy of receiving my favor, I want to remind you of a truth that cannot be erased. My Son gave his life so that you could walk boldly into a life of promise and divine purpose. You are not clothed in shame or guilt. You are covered in righteousness, wrapped in grace, and set apart for this very moment in history. My desire for you is not just that you survive, but that you thrive. I want you to live in the overflow, not for personal gain alone, but so you may shine as a radiant example to others who are quietly watching your journey unfold. If you believe that your story is meant to ignite hope in others through the blessings I bestow upon you, declare your faith by commenting 14:14. Let your response be a testimony of your belief in what's to come. There will be many voices that surround you and will speak words of encouragement, while others may sow doubt or jealousy. Don't allow the noise of criticism or the whispers of disbelief to drown out what I have spoken over you. Your breakthrough may be misunderstood or questioned by others, and some may even envy what I release into your life. But never forget, alone am your provider, your source, and your defender. What I have prepared for you cannot be taken, blocked, or altered by anyone. No human opinion can override my divine plan. What is destined for you will arrive in its appointed time. Your trust in me is what makes you different. Even when it feels like time is slipping away or that you've been overlooked, be assured my timing is never off. What may appear to be a delay is often part of my careful preparation. Behind the scenes, I am arranging circumstances, opening doors, and aligning the right people so that everything falls into place at the perfect moment. The place you're in now, the waiting room, is not punishment. It is my workshop where I shape your strength, your character, and your vision. Hold steady. You are on the brink of seeing promises fulfilled. In this sacred season, I am raising up divine connections, individuals who will believe in your calling, invest in your vision, and walk with you into new dimensions of purpose. Be open to those who enter your life with peace and alignment. Expect kindness from unexpected people, help from unlikely places, and the right words at the right time. You were never meant to walk this path alone. If you are prepared to receive the people I have appointed for this chapter of your life, type 2020 as your symbol of trust and readiness. There are gifts buried within you that have not yet surfaced, talents and abilities I planted in your spirit, even before you were born. Perhaps you have hidden them or doubted their worth, but now is the time for them to rise. I am calling forth what I placed inside you. I will create space for your gifts to be seen. I will bring attention to what you carry. Use what is in your hand, whether it's creativity, skill, knowledge, or passion, and I will multiply it beyond your expectations. Your ideas, your persistence, your excellence, these are not ordinary tools. They are instruments for breakthrough and for my glory. A new sound is breaking forth in your life. It is the sound of chains falling, of prayers answered, of debts cleared, and of long-forgotten dreams coming back to life. I am dismantling the limitations that once held you captive. Where there was disgrace, I am restoring honor. Where there was lack, I am bringing overflow. Where there was inner turmoil, I am establishing peace that cannot be shaken. Your true identity is not found in the trials you've endured, it is anchored in your relationship with me. The deeper you come into my presence, the more you will discover the inheritance of my kingdom that already belongs to you. You are not just asking for a blessing, you are learning to carry it with grace and wisdom. With every elevation, I will teach you discernment. With each new resource, I will show you how to steward it well. My Spirit will guide you in decisions about generosity, investments, and how to manage what I put in your care. Don't be afraid of making the wrong choice, for I am your guide and your sustainer. Whatever you place in my hands, I will multiply, not just for your comfort, but for the impact your life will have. If you've ever asked yourself whether you can truly live without the fear of finances or lack, hear me now. I am releasing you from the bondage of that fear. This is your appointed time to walk in divine provision. You will lie down and sleep peacefully, because I am your provider. You will rise each morning with expectation, knowing that new mercies are already waiting for you. If you receive this declaration of peace and provision, affirm your faith by commenting 18:18. Let your faith rise above your fears. You are not just a receiver, you are being positioned to become someone else's answered prayer. As I pour blessings upon you, you will become a channel of blessing to others. Your heart will be filled with joy as you give, and others will be inspired simply by watching the way you live. The breakthroughs coming your way will be undeniable. Your story will become a testimony that echoes my faithfulness for generations yet to come. Keep your heart soft and your spirit alert. Each new day is an opportunity for my hand to move. Don't lose heart in doing what is good, because in due time the harvest will come so long as you do not quit. Keep pace with my spirit, hold on to my promises, and watch how I turn what seemed like a final chance into a new chapter filled with restoration, abundance, and purpose. My beloved, as these words continue to speak into your life, I want you to be sensitive to the shifting that is taking place in the spiritual atmosphere. Though you may not see it with your eyes, there is divine movement taking place even now. Angels are being released on your behalf. Each time you choose to trust me instead of fearing the unknown, you activate heaven. Every prayer, every act of faith, every moment where you choose hope over despair, all matters. Even when it seems like things are falling apart, I am still working behind the scenes. The world may call your situation impossible, but I call it miraculous. When you walk in step with me, nothing, absolutely nothing, can stand in the way of my promise. There is an inheritance waiting for you that no one else can claim. Regardless of your past, your family history, or past failures, my mercy rewrites every chapter of your story. The patterns of lack and limitation that may have plagued your lineage end with you. I have chosen you to shift the direction of your family's future to build a legacy marked by faith, freedom, and divine provision. I am not asking for I am simply asking for your yes. If you're ready to receive a divine outpouring of blessing upon your life, comment 1616 now and make this declaration of faith personally yours. Have you ever wondered what critical truth about your brain and wealth has been kept hidden from you? What if I told you that investigators uncovered a simple 9-word phrase that has the power to instantly flip an internal switch in your mind, releasing an attraction to abundance without striving? This revelation has transformed thousands of lives in just a matter of weeks. If these words have found their way to your screen, consider it no accident. This page may vanish without warning, so don't hesitate. Click the link in the description or comments to uncover this hidden truth before it's erased forever today. Choose not to allow the shadows of yesterday's disappointments to darken the horizon of your future. I am the Lord, your God, one who breathes life into what seems lifeless, who calls forth beauty from ashes, who restores what was broken. I am making everything new. I am rekindling lost hope, awakening dreams that once seemed beyond revival, and pouring a fresh wave of courage into your spirit. My hand is upon you, now guiding, supporting, and leading you through every storm to a place of calm and safety. Release the weight of regret. Let go of the endless what-ifs that bind your mind. Set your eyes on the doors I am opening ahead, for the road I've prepared is filled with goodness and overflowing with promise. Though you may seem insignificant in the eyes of the world, in my sight you are treasured and deeply valuable. When I look at you, I see one who is worthy of heaven's best. I take delight in blessing you, in surprising you with gifts you didn't even know you needed. I long to pour out so much goodness over your life that everyone around you will stand in awe and know it could only be the work of my hand. Understand this, my abundance is not held back by your past, your education level, or the network of people you know. My supply knows no limits. I love to bless in creative or inspiring ways that human logic cannot comprehend. As you continue to walk with me, guard your heart from becoming crowded with anxiety. Let thankfulness rise from within, like a melody of faith even before. Your situation changes. As you praise me in anticipation of what's coming, your spirit will be strengthened, your outlook will brighten, and your surroundings will become filled with peace. Remember, the enemy cannot dwell in a heart full of gratitude. Speak my promises aloud daily. Affirm that you are blessed, that every one of your needs is being met, and that my favor is already working ahead of you. Your words carry power to reshape your atmosphere and redirect your path. In the days ahead, I will give you eyes to see opportunities others miss. Fresh ideas for increase will stir within your heart. Do not ignore those gentle promptings. They are not random thoughts but divine instructions. Follow my lead, and you will discover unexpected streams of provision. I am the creator of all things, and I delight in giving you innovative answers and supernatural solutions. Trust the process, even when it's misunderstood or ridiculed by others. The fruited bears will silence all doubt and inspire those who witness it. You, my beloved child, are never alone. My presence surrounds you like the air you breathe, constant, sustaining, and near. In your darkest hour or your brightest celebration, I remain by your side. There is nothing you can do to lessen my love for you, and there's nothing you can do to increase it. My love is already full, unchanging, and eternal. When anxiety attempts to overwhelm your thoughts, let my peace be your anchor. When pressure mounts and burdens weigh you down, come to me, I will give you rest. You may not always understand the timing of my answers, but know this, I am never late. Even now, answers are being released, solutions to prayers you've long since forgotten you prayed. I am orchestrating events, aligning people, and moving resources into position to fulfill what I've promised, so do not grow weary. Hold fast to your faith. If you are choosing to trust me in the waiting, comment 2222 as a bold act of faith that you are refusing to let go. Hear me clearly. Your bank account is not your source. I am Jehovah Jireh, your unfailing provider, and I shall supply every need according to the vast richness of my glory. Stop allowing temporary numbers to dictate your confidence. Start measuring your future by what I, the Eternal One, have spoken over your life. My promises are more certain than any passing circumstance. I can call increase from unexpected directions, raise up help from unfamiliar hands, and transform lack into overflow in a single breath. I have placed power in your words. Use your voice to declare blessing over every area of your life. Home, your work, your family, and your dreams. Speak favor, speak increase, speak peace, and declare divine opportunities. Watch as I breathe on those declarations and release supernatural breakthroughs. Do not allow fear or doubt to take root in your heart. Evict them with truth. Every place you lay claim to in faith, I will secure with my presence. Remember, your story is still unfolding. The most powerful chapters are yet to come. What I am preparing to do in your life will far exceed your current imagination and will answer even the prayers you've spoken in silence. Don't be startled when doors open suddenly, when blessings track you down, when unexpected provision floods your path. Keep your heart pure and your hands lifted to receive. If you're ready to step into the fullness of what I've prepared, comment 2424 and let the world know you're aligned with heaven's plan. Your willingness to believe has unlocked a move of power I've long desired to release. Even now, I am working in the unseen to turn every hardship into a testimony that will proclaim my faithfulness. Do not lose hope. I am positioning people, unlocking resources, and arranging divine appointments that will bless you beyond what you've dreamed. Stand strong in your faith. I am not only your provider, I am your source of abundance. If you are ready to see my hand move in your finances and beyond, make a declaration of trust in the comments. Your new season is unfolding. Get ready for miracles that cannot be denied. Why are over 50 nations suddenly embracing the same mysterious money phrase? A leaked file has exposed a 9-word script that activates dormant wealth pathways in the brain. When repeated daily, it has reportedly unleashed unstoppable abundance in countless lives. But authorities may censor this information at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to uncover this phrase before it's lost for good.